Check. Check two. Holzman's here.
Good afternoon, Sylvie's here.
Commissioner Coleman is here.
Good afternoon, Commissioner Coleman.
Good afternoon, all.
Mr. Chairman, I've been waiting for you for a whole minute.
Well, I'm still 3 minutes early, Commissioner.
Kochmeyer's here.
Good afternoon, Commissioner.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman.
Was that Commissioner Roop as well? Guess not. I heard Commissioner Kochmeyer, though.
People sounds like a good turnout. Yeah. Is she in the community or is she at home?
Commissioner Roop is here.
Good afternoon, Commissioner.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman.
Well, everyone's on, so we will go right at 12:30. And it is 12:30, so all the commissioners have assembled. We'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. I ask those participating on the call, please mute your phone unless you need to speak. We have 4 tariffs and new orders to do today. No other discussions. So first order of business is to approve the minutes from the November 17th agenda. You all have seen those. Are there any additions or corrections? All right, hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes from November 17th, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
All right, those minutes are approved 5-0. Just getting a note here that we may have a late version 3. Cleaning up a couple of things on the first order. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to the second order so we get that figured out. Second order is file number GR 2023-0128. This is in the matter of Liberty Utilities, Mid-States Natural Gas Corp., DBA Liberty's Purchase Gas Adjustment Tariff Filing. Liberty filed this proposed tariff sheet to adjust its PGA factor based on estimated changes in the cost of natural gas for its Mid-States division. Staff filed a recommendation to approve the changes. So this order approves the proposed tariff sheet to effectuate those changes, and I recommend that we approve this order version 1. Commissioner Roop?
I am in support of the order.
All right. Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Kochmeyer?
And I do as well.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 1 say aye. Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next, file number GR 2023-0129. This is in the matter of the Empire District Gas Company, DBA Liberty's Purchase Gas Adjustment Tariff Filing. Liberty filed this proposed tariff sheet similar to the one in the last case to adjust its PGA factor for its EDG division. Staff also filed a recommendation to approve the changes in this case. So this order approves the proposed tariff sheets to effectuate those changes, and I recommend that we approve this order, version 1. Commissioner Roop?
I concur with your summation.
All right. Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
And I support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1 say aye. Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number EO 2022-0078. This is in the matter of the application of the Empire District Electric Company, DBA Liberty, to implement robust and mutually beneficial energy efficiency offerings under the framework as prescribed by MEA. So Liberty filed this proposal to extend its MEA Cycle 1 programs for an additional year. Several parties filed a stipulation and agreement to extend the programs, and no party objected. So this order approves the stipulation, and I recommend that we approve this order, version 1. Commissioner Roop?
I am in support.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
And I'm also in support.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1 say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. That brings us back to the first one, file number ER 2022-0129 and ER 2022-0130. This is in the matter of Evergy Metro Inc., DBA Evergy Missouri Metro's request for authority to implement a general rate increase for electric service. Is Judge Hatcher on the line?
Mr.
Yes,
Chairman, this is Judge DePel as well, and I'm in the agenda room and have the final edits that needed to be made.
Okay, Judge. So this is version 3.
Or version 2 as amended?
Or version. Can you please explain the amendments to version 2?
Yes. So on page 71 of the draft of version 2, in the decision section on the time of use rate, the first change is in the paragraph that begins to summarize, or yes, there's a sentence that says customers are authorized to opt out of the default high differential rate into one of the 3 additional TOU rates approved here. That should be changed to 4 rates approved here. And then
Okay.
immediately following that sentence, you should add the sentence, existing 3-period time of use customers shall be allowed to stay on their existing time of use rate during the transition of non-time of use residential customers to the 2-period time of use rate.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I follow, yes.
Okay. Those are the additional changes.
Okay, so we'll just call that version 3 so that we don't have to deal with amending an order on the fly. So, all right. So this is Evergy filed to implement the general rate increase for each of its divisions, Metro and West. We held an evidentiary hearing in the matter following 3 rounds of testimony and the submission of settlement agreements on the bulk of the contested cases. So this order, version 3, addresses the remaining 8 issues which we discussed in our November 9th agenda, including rate design. So I would like to say that I appreciate the work of the parties to reach an agreement on most of the issues, and that I'm excited that this commission has crafted an order which moves Missouri to a time of use rate, and I think takes a big step towards preparing the state for the future, at least those in the Evergy footprint. I'm sure I would anticipate others to follow when their rate cases come through. So with that, I will recommend that we approve this order version 3. Commissioner Roop, I think you might have some things to say.
Yeah, no, just wholeheartedly agree with the order. I think it's been a long time coming, especially for Evergy, of how many times they've been talking about implementing these things. So excited to see this day happen. And I agree, Mr. Chairman. I think you are positioning Evergy and its ratepayers and everything for the future. And I am in support of the order.
All right, thank you. And Commissioner Coleman.
I'm in total agreement with both of your comments, and I support the order.
Thank you. Commissioner Holzman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I support a majority of the decisions that were made in this order, the resolutions that came with them. However, there's 2 issues that I do have some concern over, and I do support time of use. I do believe that it can have an impactful behavioral changes for the better on the footprint of energy consumption. I do think that this program can be successful, but I also think that the differential in having a mandated to an opt-out instead of an opt-in is going to be a challenge for some of the senior citizens and some of the folks who work from home, some of the folks who are on the lower end of the economic spectrum. And I just think that a little more incrementation at this point, given the fact that the program will probably see better success with those who are educated about it and are actively choosing it instead of the reverse. That, and coupled with the fact that it leaves the net metered customers in an uncertain and unresolved position. The company testified that they didn't believe that statute was going to allow them to include net metered customers into this tariff, but leaving them out is something that I was never really comfortable with. So for those 2 reasons, I'm going to be voting no today, with the caveat that I do support time of use, and I will be supporting the outcomes of this order and be watching it very closely as we move into this next stage of rate design. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Mr. Chairman, sorry. I agree with Commissioner Roop and your comments about this, and will be supporting the order.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner. All right. So all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 3, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. The order passes 4-1. So that concludes reports and orders today. That just leaves us with scheduling, since we have no other discussions. Obviously, this is Thanksgiving week, so Thursday and Friday will be state holidays. Wednesday, November 30th is our next agenda at 10:15 a.m. The following week on Thursday, December 8th, we will have agenda at 10:15 a.m. Again, that's a Thursday agenda, the week of December 8th. Wednesday, December 14th, we will have agenda at 11:30 a.m. instead of 10:15. So December 14th, 11:30 a.m. Wednesday, December 21st, agenda is scheduled for 10:15 a.m. And then, of course, the Christmas holiday to being observed on Monday, December 26th. So that gets us out pretty much through Christmas. Not quite to the end of the year yet, but any comments, questions, or requests regarding scheduling through Christmas? All right, hearing none, and with no other business coming before the body, we will stand adjourned. Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.